We're back. I've been up, I've been down. Okay, that's stuck in my head. Oh, happy 1 year anniversary of our YouTube.
Oh yeah, and then this is
last year. We gotta go watch our first video and then see what we, how much we've grown.
I dare you guys to go to our first video, which is almost exactly a year. Like we started our YouTube channel, our Instagram right around this time, and there has been a lot that has happened in this year. Well, we've had to make quite a few like transitions and changes and adjustments in the past just like 6 months. Like our life was kind of completely shifted because my mom was diagnosed with multiple myeloma, which is blood cancer.
It didn't throw a wrench, it just like kind of paused. It was like an abrupt screech. When she came to me, she was like, hey, I think I'm gonna go and like be there. I'm like, boom, we going. We made necessary changes. Like, thankfully, what was going on in our time, like in our life up in Maryland, was a perfect transition to be able to come and move to Florida.
Right,
and step into this care role.
We're lucky that we had the ability to make that decision for ourselves, because most couples, a lot of couples may not even have the ability to, be by their spouse's side. Like I haven't lived at home for almost a decade. What I experienced re-entering this as an adult was some of those childhood coping mechanisms, some of those childhood triggers and stuff like that re-emerging to the surface. And I was reacting and responding how I would respond as a child. And I think that that was something that was abrupt for you. Like, you never seen me in a position like that. And I didn't know how to navigate that because it was still new to me.
I started seeing like maybe how she was in high school or middle school, just all of these insecurities, some coping mechanisms, things that I've never experienced because we're in a different setting. Coming from just being in our bubble to now being in a bubble with other people, then it's just like, it's more people to consider. It's more, if we already had a streamline of routines, now those routines are kind of like disrupted. Your energy was being drained, and so whatever was left, it left us in a depleted kind of setting where we couldn't form our bubble, and that was different.
My job was taking so much of my energy.
People don't realize the emotional toll and the mental energy that goes to balancing a job, balancing yourself, and balancing other responsibilities. That's what's causing you to be so tired. Us going through those transitions pointed out that we need to focus on what we needed as individuals. Let me search within myself and figure out why it is I need this.
I really had to listen to my body because I got to a point where I had a panic attack before meeting a virtual meeting at work. At that point, I think that's when it clicked. I cannot have a job have this much control over me. There was too many things that I had to devote my energy to, and I wasn't devoting enough energy to myself. Something had to give, and ultimately I decided that it was going to be my job that I had to give. And honestly, I don't think I would have done it on my own. I think you were really like the girl, you better, like, I think you were the bird in my ear that I needed to hear to keep reminding me
take care of yourself. Yeah. I'm grateful of these transitions because they gave us a different lens to look through. But let me show you how your relationship can get better. Let me show you some things that are hiding in these blind spots. Let me show you that, Nathalie has to still work on people pleasing. Let me show you how Lauren has to work on pride and ego. That meant for me, let me pick up projects that make me passionate. Let me find creative tools to help me express myself. We were able to deeply communicate our needs, reestablish our needs, reestablish roles, reestablish what does this relationship look like to us.
I think in this space that we came back to in DC, we really prioritized us and spending time together.
In this summertime, like I'm telling you, that 2 to 3 months we spent together, we're still handling business. We're moving out of our apartment. We're still handling life as it comes, but we were very, very intentional about this time that we do have, we were intentional about, all right, let's read today. Did you journal? Oh, you want to go swimming today? Let's take a walk. Let's have this deep conversation. Let's create, you know, and we
really blossomed in creativity, and we really focused on, I think there is this kind of like synergy that happens when we're both in that creative space.
Life is always going to happen. Life is always, like, someone is always going to be sick. Someone is always going to need money. Somebody is always, there's going to be family that need and tug on you. Job is going to tug on you. Kids are going to tug on you. Partners. It's super important that you need to set time aside. Not as, you can as a couple, can as an individual, doesn't matter who you are, but set time aside and listen to your body.
We have a few business ventures.
We cannot forget, you know.
We'll put the link down below if you want to go ahead and order a Queerish or Her and Her Girlfriend shirt. We have many other shirt designs, and
we're gonna have another drop soon, towards the end of August, early September. Please be on the lookout for that.